How's it going this morning? Good morning, Whitney.
Good morning.
Glad to have you back this week.
Yes.
We are excited to be joining you for another product reveal video. So happy Saturday to all of you out there on our fan page watching this reveal video. We are super excited about the products coming up. It is officially May, right?
Yeah, it is.
Have you seen the memes that say it's going to be May with Justin Timberlake
Yes.
and the
Yes.
song, you know? Okay.
It's gonna be May. Did you want me to sing it? Okay.
It's gonna be May.
I loved that.
Okay.
She's actually a really good singer.
I don't know that showed any of that, but we like to have some fun. So it is officially May, and I can't believe it. That means Mother's Day is coming up. And right after Mother's Day comes Father's Day.
Whew.
So we need to get you guys in the groove of making cards for all the men in your life. So it doesn't have to be Father's Day, just like with our For Her release. It doesn't have to be Mother's Day to tell the women around you that they are loved and encourage them. And the same goes for the men in our lives as well. So we usually celebrate this once a year with a release that happens around Mother's Day and Father's Day. But think about how you can use these products throughout the year to send a little bit of handmade joy to the men in your life. And maybe I'm speaking just for my own husband, but nobody appreciates a card more than a man. I feel like men, they get so enamored by, you made this? You can do this?
Yeah.
So I love getting that look when I give a card to John, like, you made this? Yes, honey, it's what we do.
That's what I do.
So yes, let's share some products for our upcoming release. It's called For Him, and all of the new products in this release are going to be available starting on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Time on the Tailored Expressions website. So let's take an early peek.
I can't wait.
Lots of samples, lots of good stuff. And you guys know that we love a good promotion, a good special offer. So we have a bundle this week, and it is called the Pattern Playground Bundle. This is going to give you everything you need, not only to create cards for the men in your life, but these sentiments will work for lots of people. So let's talk about it. We have a brand new Creating Quads layering stencil. I know.
Get so excited every time you say that.
I love the quads. We love the
quads.
You get 4 panels from this one set of layering stencils, and you can see these panels that we have are all based around pattern, playing with pattern. And one of the ways to make a card masculine is to play with color. So change up those colors and you get a different look every time. These patterns have been really fun to play with. You can see we've got an awesome plaid. We have an argyle looking pattern, a beautiful kind of modern triangle, and then something more like a chevron with a little bit of intentional white space built in there.
I love that one.
I do. I love both of these that have the white space in them. I think they're really fun and unique. And then these are perfect for, the argyle, doesn't it just remind you of golf?
Yes.
Yes. And
it reminds me of a dad shirt.
Yes.
I don't know if our father just wore
like
a lot
a sweater vest.
Yes.
Yes. It's like the perfect sweater vest. And this plaid pattern, I'm pretty sure John has several shirts in his closet with that exact pattern. So this quad is going to be great for that. But also we've been experimenting with other color combinations with this. This plaid that I just mentioned also looks amazing in pastels for a baby card, or if you're thinking ahead to Easter next year, would make a really fun pattern for that. So experimenting with color, that's what this release is all about. And I'm going to explain this bundle and kind of how it leads into our promotional offer. So to go along with this, usually when you're blending a quad and you're finished, you need something to put on the front of it. So we have this sentiment set. This is UR Editions 2. So this is the third in our series of UR stamps, where you get the UR plus all of the additional words to go along with it. and these are great. Think
so
about
fun, these ones.
Think about the sports lovers in
I know.
your life. They are going to love these, and male or female, these are going to be awesome sentiments for the sports lovers and the people who play sports. And
I love this one too, the "you are appreciated." I think of all the teacher gifts that we have coming up.
yes,
This is going to be
we should get started on those now.
I know. Note to self, put it on the calendar, teacher gifts.
Yes. You are my hero. You are amazing. A home run, the GOAT, a slam dunk, the MVP. You are next level for our video game lovers.
Yes, my son.
That's right. You'll have to use that on a card for him. You are appreciated, super cool, and the best. So all of those stamp all together as one piece, and then you have the coordinating die set that you can cut out those all together as one as well. Then the UR is separate, so you get one die to cut out the UR. And to help make your stamping a little bit more quick, we have included 2 of the UR stamp.
Ooh.
So you can stamp more of those while you have all of these extra words to go along with them. So that is your Pattern Playground bundle. And when you purchase this bundle, you get a fabulous resource. So we talk a lot about color here at Tailored Expressions. We're pretty passionate about our color combinations, and we wanted to give you just what you need in order to make it masculine.
Ooh.
So you can see I've covered up a lot of what is on here because this is free when you purchase the bundle. It is beautifully laminated, thick, heavyweight sheet. It is an 8.5 by 11 sheet, so you can even store it in with your quad and then pull it out when you're ready to create. So on the front here, you can see I've left one so that you can take a look. We have color combinations throughout this resource. There are 3 on the front and 3 on the back, and they feature different stencils that we have at Tailored Expressions. So this particular one is the Pattern Playground, but there are other stencils in our collection to help you create maybe birthday themed cards with a masculine combo.
So great.
Great outdoors cards with a masculine combo. So lots of options on here. And I'm excited for you guys to get this in your hands, to tell us what you think of it, because we're really trying to come up with some fun and unique ways to keep inspiring you with color. So that is our Pattern Playground bundle. Let's take a look at some samples.
This is my favorite part.
I know, I do love good samples. I had fun creating these, and we're actually going to create some of these on our live on Tuesday. But you can see I used all 4 of the patterns from the Pattern Playground stencil.
You were a busy bee with these.
I know.
Wow, you incorporated so many things.
Lots of elements from our new release. So you can see you are next level with the other elements in the background there. We have you are the MVP with the fun little kind of diamond pattern in the background. And then this one, you are a home run. Love that
so
too.
Cute.
And then this one just says, you're the best father ever, #1.
Aww.
So lots of different options. Maybe you see some other new things on here that you haven't seen before. We're taking a little bit of a sports twist with our For Him release this year. So I know sports themed items are not just for Father's Day. They can last you through the year for your grandson that plays football, or your granddaughter who plays golf, or whatever it might be. So let's take a look at the next grouping of products. It is those sports themed things that I just mentioned. We have the start to our Little Bits sports collection with football, basketball, golf, and baseball. Now, we do know this is not an exhaustive list of all of the sports that are out there. So we do have intentions to keep going with this theme. So if you don't see your favorite sport here, which Mine is not here.
I was just gonna say, we're not done when you
when
don't
you
see
don't
a
see volleyball yet, we're not done.
We have a lot more options out there, and we're excited about exploring those.
Yes. So for now, we've got fun things to go with football. You've got the football in a little foam finger.
Cute.
This one is the basketball. Then the golf has a golf club, a tee, and a ball. And then the baseball set has a bat, a ball, and a glove.
And you could easily make that softball. We talked about that.
Yes, we did.
That's
just
perfect.
Change the color of the ball, and you've got the perfect set for softball as well.
Yes.
So we do have some things to share with you using these products, including the ones that I just showed you. But take a look at this one. How cute. Maybe you've got somebody that plays multiple sports, and this would be really fun for that. You're the MVP. You're number one. We've got the different balls in the squares. Sue Banker made this, and I love this fun retro-looking color combo, too, that she used. So really cute idea there, Sue. And then,
man,
you guys
football.
It's Friday Night Lights on
there
this card.
Go.
And Sue created this one too, showing that all of our new Little Bit sports themed items coordinate with our sporty gnome. So
love that
It's been a few months ago since we released our sporty gnome, and I think you guys are going to be seeing a lot more of this guy. How cute is that? She even created her own football field. We've got it's just, you can't even take in all the details the first try. Look at those sparkly stars on the headband.
Oh, gosh.
So funny. I love it. So there you have it. All right, let's take another look at another sentiment that we have. So this, again, is one that could go all throughout the year. This is Mega Messages, You're the Best. So whether you want to tell mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or your best friend, you're the best, this is the perfect way to do it. We have the card, maybe you saw this one that I created in my set using the You're the Best die, and I added the number 1 and You're the Best Father Ever from one of our...
dropped that in there too.
I know.
That's fun.
It's got lots of good dimension in there. I dropped it down in and popped up the outer pattern. And then Jill created some really fun cards using, again, that Pattern Playground quad and the You're the Best. It takes up a good amount of space on your card, so you don't have to do a lot of extra around it.
That's my struggle. I get to the sentiment and I'm like, okay, don't mess it up, Whit.
Whitney loves to blend, and then she's not sure what to do from there. Yes. So if that's you too, this is for you. You blend and put your sentiment on your pretty pattern.
Perfect.
So Jill's got You're the Best with her signature stitching. I love how she does that. And then we've got the Happy Father's Day. She even pierced over the top with one of our new cutting plate designs. Yes. So it's kind of hard to see that, but you can see it there in the background. And then she created a couple others using several other Mega Messages dies that we have. We have the Thanks and the Hey There. I love how this one is cut out of the pattern, and kind of she used that same piece to drop back in there and make it all look like it kind of goes together. So super fun cards, great combo from Jill with those the orange and green and yellow. And then last, kind of for our Father's Day sports specific theme, we have the pennant, Perfect Pennant Dad. We have a set of clear stamps, coordinating dies, and foilets. So our Perfect Pennant has become a series for us. And we had one for St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
And then we did one for, what was the other?
Grad.
Yes. For graduation. And now we have Father's Day pennants. So these are all designed to fit on our Perfect Pennant die set. And you can create foiled pennants as well if you want to use the foil panels that come in this pack with the sentiments.
And these are different patterns than the ones that we've had before.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, each pack has different pennant designed patterns that you can foil. Heather created some really fun cards and a tag to use with the pennants. So I love how she got colored pennants by blending ink over the top of the foiled panels after she foiled them.
I love that look. And I love this color combo too.
I should point out too that the little die set that cuts out the sentiments also has extras in it. So we put a little trophy in there, some hearts, and a couple of stars as well.
Some doodly boops.
A few little doodly boops.
Just to round out the whole thing, right?
Yes. And then Heather, as always, makes wonderful tags. And so she's got this one here with a pennant on that tag. So we love Dad.
Cute.
MVP, you're number 1. Super cute. Okay, last but not least, if you joined us at our virtual Stamp Joy event, these next products will look familiar to you. They were part of your goodie bag and part of our early release. But typically with our For Him release, we like to explore something outdoors. And that gave us the perfect opportunity to release this suite of products featuring beautiful outdoor scenes in an arch design. So those of you that were at Virtual Stamp Joy, you received this in your goodie bag, and it's called Dreamscapes Layering Stencil. You can see the 4 different arched scenes that stencil creates.
So pretty.
Really
I love
fun.
those.
And then we have the dies to cut those out. So we have the additional Arch Nouveau dies. This also came in your goodie bag if you were at Virtual Stamp Joy. If you were not, now is your opportunity to grab these fun products. You can do them in lots of different color combinations. So if you want something beachy and bright, you can do that. If you want something more muted and masculine, you can do that. So I'm excited to show you lots of different samples. To go along with those then, we have the ridged Arch Nouveau dies.
Ooh.
So you can create that beautiful ridging around the outside of your die cut, or the inside or the outside, either one. These dies also work with the original Arch Nouveau that we have. You're just going to have more or less spacing depending on which die you're using. So this entire suite of products works with the original Arch Nouveau as well.
Awesome.
So then, if you want to continue on the window theme, we have a couple of windows here that you can create kind of see-through elements. So we have the window frame, and then this one cuts the window panes in while leaving the frame connected. They can be used together or separately. And then this one is an interactive window that cuts the arch down the center so that you can open those shutters up like an interactive piece.
That is such a fun idea.
So really fun ways to continue to use these scenes and make them kind of pop as the focal image on your project. To go along with that stencil, we have our Foil-It Dreamscapes. So if you like to foil, you can foil these panels and then blend the scenes over the top, creating those fun little foiled sparkly details on each arch design. And then we also wanted to have artwork that was an outline theme with this same stencil design. So there are a few different ways you can use this Arch Dreamscapes stamp. You can stamp it and then use the stencil to color in those different pieces of the stamped design. Or of course you can stamp it and do any kind of coloring medium. You can color with markers or watercolors or any of those things. So use this as a stencil by itself, as a coloring stencil in addition to the arch stamps. So many options for kind of mix and matching this whole collection to give you just so many options. Lots of versatility here for both theme and color combo and occasion. So let's look at lots of samples because we have a lot.
So many, I know, and all of them just really make it come together.
They do. I'm going to show you a couple Father's Day specific ones. So if we're thinking towards that, Jill created this one. Look at that pretty blue foil on the Happy Father's Day sentiment. And she also foiled the panel in the background before she stenciled it. And she's got the ridged Arch Nouveau dies around the outside.
Gorgeous.
Popped up that arch die cut in the center. So lots of beautiful details on this card. Then Heather took this in a rustic direction like only Heather can, and she created that beautiful scene on toffee cardstock with our weathered words off to the side and that gold Happy Father's Day, again foiled from the Foil-It set.
Beautiful.
And it's a mini slim. I love a good mini slim.
Me too.
Okay, these next 3 cards use the arch interactive window and the arch window dies. And we've got a couple different ways you can use these. These two on the outside actually cut the window pane into the front of the card so that you can actually put your finger through there. I think I decided after I created this and shared it at Stamp Joy that it would be fun to back this with acetate so that it actually looks like a window and you can't actually just put your finger through it. I think that would be fun too. But I cut that into the front of the card so that when you open up, the artwork is actually on the inside of the card. And I did that with this one as well. So open it up and here's your inside.
Pretty.
And then Susan created this one with the arch interactive window, and this is where it cuts that window down the center and you can open those up like
That's so fun.
little window shutters. Isn't that fun?
That is.
Really fun retirement card too. I think doesn't that just look like where you want to be when you retire? Just
100%.
laying out on that beach.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So there are a few options with the windows. Now let's take a look at the Arch Dreamscapes stamp. So Lori created this one. You can see she embossed that. So that outline is embossed with gold embossing powder. And then she used the Corrine Brush Marker Pro markers to watercolor that. And I think it looks so pretty. I love it. So another option for using those stamps in combination with the entire suite of products. What do you think?
I like it all.
That's it. Let's come back and talk to everybody a little bit longer. That was a lot of fun new products. I hope you guys are excited about those. As I mentioned earlier, everything that we shared with you today will be available for purchase on our website Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Time. And you'll be able to see everything there and hopefully get even more inspired by all the projects. Then come back at 10 o'clock because we are going to be live creating and hopefully sharing some more projects.
Yes.
I think we're still expecting more projects from the design team between now and then. So always tune in on Tuesday at 10 and you'll get to see even more inspiration live. So have a great weekend, everybody, and we will see you next time.
Bye, guys.